What's good, Council of Comics? It's John Wick Part 1!
And that's the brightest day.
Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
But, you know. Alright. Let's get to what we came here to get to. Talk about John Wick Part 1.
This movie, I remember seeing it after it came out because somebody told me about it. I popped it in.
Yo, can I just say, I'm a little mad by how much older he looks from when you watch the first one to when you watch the opening of the third one.
Yeah.
Like they were really banking on this man's immortality.
He still looks pretty good for.
No, he does look good, but it's visibly noticeable.
What?
You know?
I don't know if he looks older, but he looks more filled out, which old people get as they get older. Like, you know what I mean? His face looks wider.
All of that is true, but just, you know, you see the face, you know.
I think the person who's probably aged the most, and it's easily you see it easily, is Ian McShane in the third one.
Yeah,
he looks like an old guy in the third one.
Yeah.
Mark says, one of my bartenders just quit because he's making $600 a night working at a gay bar. His uniform is a male thong.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez. He's making $600 a night,
that's
though.
Some good money.
That's some good money. This movie looks awesome.
It is awesome.
This movie is.
I hadn't seen it until last night when I watched it, and I'm surprised.
Really?
I slept on this. Like I kind of slept on this one.
It's well, what you were saying before we started, Cliff. This one has the villain that is actually afraid of him to start off with.
Right, and I like that.
And I forgot like Wazam was in the movie. And
then he calls the guy
and he's like, he goes, "You hit my son." He's like, "Yeah." He stole John Wick's car, and he just goes, "Oh." And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, no, it's just.
He say, like,
I mean, John didn't have to say that line, right?
Yeah.
He was like, everything has a price, bitch, and he's talking, and then he responds back, not this bitch. And
right, yes.
In their language. And
Russian,
I was like,
yeah.
you know, and I was thinking, I was like, if he never said that, this probably would never have happened. Kamara said it was my first time watching John Wick today, and I loved it. I'm so happy.
I don't know.
with
I think
movies
that kid's a hothead, and is just because you responded to him. If he had said it in English, you know, it would have been the same.
Alternaverse in the house. If you have headphones or something, Anthony,
it's too loud.
That would be cool.
I try. Talk to old people.
Uh-oh. You're breaking up there. Oh, it's piercing. I gotta mute your mic for a second. It's piercing.
Kick me out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll fix all this on Tuesday. All right. This guy, he's pretty cool.
He's great too.
He's the would you say concierge? Is he the concierge?
Yeah, concierge. I would say concierge. Yeah. Or the hotel manager. One of the two.
Hotel manager.
Kind of a little bit of both, maybe.
Yeah. So basically, John Wick is this guy who was involved in like this organizations for years, and he's the guy they sent after the boogeyman and all that.
No, he is
good
the
line.
boogeyman.
He's the guy
we
they
send
send
to kill
after
the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Is that right? Maybe I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, Anthony. He's not focused. We're gonna fix this. So next time, you be a good.
I mean, he's the ultimate assassin. Got out of the business because his wife. He wanted to start a new life. His wife dies of cancer. Leaves him a gift of don't be sad about me forever. Put your love in, that you were gonna give to me to this dog. Shit goes sideways, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm back in, and I'm cleaning house now."
But see, when they went to his house and they beat him up, me and Kamara were talking for a second. Did the dog crawl over to be next to him, or did they put the dog
I think
next
they
to
left
him?
it in front of him.
You think so?
Because if you look on the floor, there's streaks of. I think they left it in front of him. That's the way I read that.
I was like, oh man, did that dog crawl himself all the way over? I was like, that would have been crazy. But yeah. So John, he's not playing, and he's going to get revenge. Willem Dafoe is in this movie.
I forgot
He
he
was
in
really
this too.
cool.
He's so great in this movie.
Yeah, he's really good in this movie. He plays another assassin, but he plays a guy who's supposed to be taking out John Wick. But you kind of learn that he's not really there to take out John. He's more
He's
there
helping him out. Yeah.
he's helping him out. You know what I mean? Great character.
Now you know what? Thinking back on that, and you remember the scene where he's in bed
And he takes
And
the
he
first
shoots-
shot. That's a warning
Yeah,
shot.
it's
yeah,
a warning
he's like,
shot.
hey, wake up. She's at,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
putting
yeah,
that
yeah.
Oh,
together.
by the way, I really enjoyed Adrian Palicki in this movie.
She's pretty good.
And
Oh, yeah.
I love her from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love her in Friday Night Lights. I love her on the Orville. Super love her on the Orville. And I was so happy to see her in this movie.
She's a little one-dimensional, but that's what
But
she's
it's like she's still like it's a fun. She delivers.
Well,
She delivers right.
but that's what she's supposed to do. She's not
Right.
the main. Yeah.
But anyhow, the thing is, some people deliver one-dimensional very badly for me. She made it entertaining. She owned what this character was and just ran with it, and I was really happy. And I was just excited to see her, and that it wasn't poo. I was a little worried, but it was.
I'm a little
good.
upset that she killed the black guy, and I can't remember what his name is for the life of me. Carl, maybe
Henry.
Henry.
Yeah,
Because that guy, that would have been a fun story to see more of him. But it is what it is.
The guy, let me see if I can get back to this other guy over here.
Oh, and Bella Paul says, "Oh my God,
This guy right here.
Ian McShane.
Yeah, McShane.
He runs the Continental.
He owns.
He owns the
He's the
Continental?
owner.
Yeah,
He's the owner.
He's
and
the
he
owner
said-
of
yeah,
the
he set policy.
Continental. Okay, so I would expect
You know,
him to
and
be
that's right, 'cause
coming
you
back
haven't
for
seen
the
the other two,
TV
right?
show. Huh?
You haven't seen the other two?
No. No.
You'll
no,
get
no,
more
not
of
yet.
who he is in the next two. I don't want to give it away for you.
All right. Cool. Game of Thrones cameos.
I'll tell you
Right
who's
there.
great and could have stopped all this from happening is the guy in the purple shirt right there.
Yeah.
He's the one that's like, hey, let's maybe not do this when they're at the gas station. And then
Yeah.
when the guy in the blue shirt puts the gun to Leguizamo's head, he's like, hey, we don't need to go that far.
Yeah. Don't save his ass though. He gets it too.
No, he
No.
gets it bad.
There's their little meeting. John hears them talking in language. He's like, I don't know. These guys are kind of funny.
Right.
and I like Alfie Allen, and I really enjoyed hating him in this movie.
Oh, he's such a smarty prick, but he plays it well.
Yeah, he's just awful.
He
And then-
plays the spoiled kid that has had
Yeah.
it good his whole life perfectly.
Mm-hmm. This is the father and the son. Father's mad at him. He's like, do you know what you have done?
Yes.
You killed John Wick's dog. Like, he knew he messed
You
up.
know this is going to go bad, right?
He said, I once saw John Wick kill 3 people in a bar with a pencil.
Yeah.
With a pencil.
It has what is it? Dean Winter, Mayhem from the commercials.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Oh, Chaos from the commercials. Yeah,
Yes.
from the State Farm commercials. They got Johnny there.
Allstate, not
Yeah.
State Farm. But I can't.
The action scenes are really good. Their
It's
court.
it's
and
a
I
gun
like
battle.
that there's no real like slowing down the action and stuff. There's not like a lot of slow motion. It's like really fast action, fast paced.
Yes. It's
Um,
it's like I said to Cliff the other. It's a gun ballet. It's a dance. Really, I mean, it's all choreographed, but it feels like he's doing a dance. You know, bang, 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 bang. There's a gun involved, but he's dancing with these guys, and he's just a better dancer.
Yeah, it's very calculated. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I enjoyed it for what it was at that time. It was just like this action movie coming out of nowhere. With it was almost Matrixy, if you get what I mean. Like when Matrix came in and they had that fighting and all that, we were like, oh, this is new, this is different. So then you come in with this, like, yeah, this is kind of new a little bit.
Well, and the writer and director, his previous movie, whatever, is he was a stuntman.
Yeah, and I think he's signed on to do Rainbow Six with Michael B.
Is
Jordan.
that right?
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
So I counted confirmed kills in this movie. I'm not giving him credit for the guy. Remember how when they're at the dock and he shoots a couple guys, and then there's the one guy shooting in front of the Russian guy's car, and he hits the guy into the car, and the guy falls over. I'm saying he could have made it through that because he didn't like go flying. He just slumps over. I'm saying he could have made it. I'm saying he killed the mayhem guy because you see blood come out of him. So I'm giving credit for that. But how many do you think it was?
100.
68.
68.
68.
Damn. He was dropping them left and right too.
Remember at the beginning where he kills the guys in the house and he orders dinner for 12?
Yeah.
Dinner for 12?
Yeah.
He kills 14 people in his house. I counted. He kills 14 different dudes in the house.
Interesting.
There's a guy he shoots through the roof of his car.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then wheels around and shoots him again.
Yeah. John Wick is a beast in this movie.
Now,
why is Wesley Snipes?
Keanu Reeves is a beast in this movie where he plays John Wick.
Do you think?
But anyhow, and of course, I want to remind her when I met her over the summer at Terrificon. So a little added excitement when I was watching her and John Wick.
Come on, that's Mockingbird, son.
Yeah.
Well, TV Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Do you think that the Russian guy made it at the end?
What Russian guy?
The father.
Made it? It is a little left a little open. He could survive that. He could survive that.
I think he did because I think you're going to see him come back in like John Wick 5.
5?
Because I don't think that's the plot for 4. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up later. Dara, my wife watched it with me last night. She thought the conversation was, we're both going to be in hell and I'll see you there.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an interesting take too, but I think he made it.
Yeah. I think he could make it from that. Keanu, probably one of the greatest people in all Hollywood, man.
Really is.
Like the stories about this guy is tremendous. I'm so happy that he's blessed with having good opportunities. And rumor, here's another rumor. I should get one of those buttons like
rumor has it. Rumor.
We all know that James Gunn's doing a Swamp Thing movie. Rumor has it, Keanu will be coming back as John Constantine.
Oh, okay. I'm down for that.
And that will lead into a Constantine 2, and then into a Justice League Dark.
Okay.
I'm down for another Constantine movie with him. I like the first one.
I know it's not. The first one is fine, but it's not.
I love the first one.
Wow, you love the first one. Great.
Well, granted, I love it because I wasn't a reader of the Constantine comics.
Neither am I.
So I don't have a comparison. You know what I mean?
And for me, that's not really Constantine. And like, it's fine for a movie that I don't consider to be Constantine. But like, however, people love him so much, And
no Constantine movie or show going forward. Are you going to see Constantine smoking? And they did it in this one. It was a major plot point.
This just reminds me they need to make Boondock Saints 3. Thought they made that, or did they make 2?
They made a second one.
They made 2. They made a second one, right? Yeah. They made a second one. Yeah, like, because remember he was talking about Constantine and how they were having little plans for him to come back and make Constantine 2. So that's the little rumor that Gunn's gonna use that star power along with Swamp Thing. But we will see.
I guess it'll be interesting, but it's just not what I was hoping for.
Keanu Chaos. What was it? Is
Yes.
it
Mayhem.
Allstate?
Yeah.
Mayhem?
Yeah, Mr. Allstate, yeah. Why is Wesley Snipes in here?
Why is he in this?
Unless
Did
he's
he-
at the same whatever.
Did he have
Was he
a
a
part in this
producer,
movie?
maybe?
Maybe he has a producer credit.
Maybe. All right, all these little things here.
That guy on the left, I think's the director. That guy right there. They're on the right now.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
I don't know who that is. He looks good in a black suit. I mean, that doesn't
Yeah.
say much, but he makes it look so smooth.
Like those are suits I want to wear. I was like, I want a suit like Keanu Reeves. You know what I
I
mean?
do too, but I know I won't look anywhere near like that.
So, John Wick, Leguizamo.
There's my.
Great,
There he is.
great. Does he come back in
don't
2 and
think
3?
so.
He might be in the third one very
Because he did not die in this movie,
briefly.
correct?
Without giving the plot away, you get
No.
like a smattering of where everybody's in the world at one point in 3, and you might see him, but he's not a major character.
Well, I fell asleep in the middle of 3, so I can't verify. I can only
Well,
say
you remember
first two.
how 3 starts, right?
Yeah, shitty.
Yeah, I think
I love-
I think when you get the bells ringing, well, I don't want to give too much away, but when you get the bells ringing of, I think you see him very briefly, but I could be wrong.
Okay, yeah, I would love to see him come back. He had a small role in this, but he was pretty good. So this movie basically,
No dog was harmed in the
No
making.
dog was
Right.
harmed.
He got his own red carpet. Look at that.
I know, right? You think that's the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Oh, come on now! Don't say it like Hollywood's never pulled one over on us.
No, that's
Come on
not a
now.
dog.
Who cares? Would it matter?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter, but that is the dog.
It mattered to the dog owner. All right. This movie ends with the female character. What's her name? The actress's name. Cliff, you met
Adrian
her.
Palicki?
Adrian Palicki.
But yeah, so she basically violates the Continental by attacking John Wick,
Right.
and then she at the end of the movie gets canceled out by the owner.
Well,
of the
before he
Continental.
goes on his run to
Yeah,
to
and
the
then he
port,
lets
yeah.
John know this guy's trying to escape. Blah blah. Blah. John
Right.
fights the guy. Blah blah. So and so kills him, stabs him in the neck. We don't know if he's dead. And then John just goes off. Right?
Well, yes, yeah, but I mean, without giving too much away for the second one, because
Well,
we'll watch.
yeah.
you know,
Just what? How does the first one, like the last scene, is just him?
he's walking away, but if you remember,
Oh, he gets another dog. He gets another
He
dog.
gets football
He
when
does.
he heals himself.
He
Or
gets
tears
another dog.
remember the scene where he's talking to, I think it's McShane, and McShane says, "Don't think you can just dip your pinky toe back into this
Yeah.
and then walk away. If you come back, you're back in." That's where two.
Yeah,
kinda
and then
picks back up.
he goes to sew himself because it's around. The movie starts off with him being hurt really bad, and it ends back on that scene.
Yes,
And he goes into the veterinary place, gets the staples himself. Then he actually takes one of the pit bulls, and he has another dog, and that's
Yes.
how the movie ends.
How about where he's getting stitched up the first time, and the guy
Uh-huh.
says to the guy says, it'll heal if you give it like 2 weeks or whatever. He goes, but if you still have to work,
He
take
give
this.
him the pill. Yeah.
Your blood, you're still gonna rip the stitches and bleed everywhere, but at least you'll be able to, still move.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
those
when
are not
He has to
small
fight in the
wounds.
hotel. He's like, "Do you need a dinner reservation?"
That's right. That's right.
Listen, I remember when I sliced my finger. The amount of pain was just insane. So like imagine like in the gut, like wide open stitch, like sometimes it's not realistic to me.
Well,
Like,
he stabbed himself in that same spot.
yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
when he's fighting to get the knife?
Just imagine what Berserker is gonna look like if he ever gets that done.
Yeah. He's gonna have to get bigger though.
For those of you who don't know, Berserker is a comic book created by Keanu Reeves and a couple other people. And it's about a guy who's immortal and has lived through a lot of things. But they're supposed to be making a movie or a TV series about that. Dun, dun, dun. And they made us buy a whole bunch of covers when it came out.
No one
Well,
made you buy those covers.
You buy when you were cutting back the first time.
That was before my cutting backs.
Yeah, you didn't cut back at all this week.
No, I'll still
call you
listen.
out on here.
Listen, I've been
You
maintaining
ain't
the
got it.
65-70. It was still 65-70.
Yeah,
It was still
okay.
65-70. I maintain. I got the receipts. All right,
And
so
you
that
still
was
bought a
John Wick.
Peach Momoko. I'm not buying Peach
I
Momoko
did.
anymore.
I did. You saw the video, right? So don't yell at me.
This world is made for chaos. I pick my sword up and fight like a baby hero.